In this video, we're going to look at how we duplicate our web page template so that we can use the similar style and similar layout across all of the pages of our website. So I guess it's important before we do this is to make sure obviously we've set up everything the way we want. So, we've got things like the link to our style sheet, links to any character sets we want to use. And then, our sections are set up. So our header, our navigation. So I guess also, if you've got a particular website that you're doing, so, let's say you're doing one about biscuits. So you might have like your shapes, your Tim Tams, all right, etc. So you want to make sure all of this is set up before you duplicate your pages. I'm just going to keep it super simple with the page 2, page 3, because again, this is a generic website template. But I guess the reason why you want to set this up before you duplicate the pages is so that you don't have to go through and change it for every page. All right, so we'll just have a quick look. We're happy with the formatting. Like I've got the header, the navigation, the footer, which are the bits that are going to stay the same. I'm happy with. All right, obviously we're going to change this on each page, so that's fine. All right, and I guess the style, because we've got a style sheet, we can make tweaks and it will be changed on each of the pages. So it's mostly this section, the body section of the HTML that you have to be, comfortable with, that you're happy with how it's sitting. All right, but once you are happy with that, duplicating the web pages is a pretty simple process. Probably the easiest way to do it is if you've got it open in Visual Studio Code, you just go File, and instead of Save, you go Save As. All right, and we just say, let's call it page2.html. All right, it is important that what you call it here in the file name matches up to what you've called it in the link, so that it will actually link, to page 2. All right, so to test this, I'm just going to go in and change this content. So I might just get rid of this. So this is the content of page 2. All right, Control S to save. All right, if we have a look, you'll notice our live view hasn't changed any. All right, but if you look up the top here, it's because we're still in the index.html. If we click on page 2, all right, you'll see page 2 looks the same in terms of the header, the navigation, the footer. The difference is it says this is the content of page 2. So we've changed that main section. All right, if we go back to the home page, it goes back to that content in the main page of the website. If we click on page 3, currently doesn't work. All right, but that's because we haven't created page 3 yet. All right, so creating page 3 is the exact same process. We file, save as. All right, and because we've called this one page 2, it's pretty easy. We just change the 2 to a 3, click save. All right, we go to our live preview. Page 2 still works. Let's make sure we didn't break page 2. Page 3, all right, it says this is the content of page 2. That's because if we look at page 3, that's what we've said here. So let's change that to page 3, save. All right, and now it's the content of page 3. All right, we can get back to the home page. We can get back to page 2. So we go through and check all of our links, make sure none of them are broken. But because we're saving the whole page, all right, we're not making those mistakes. Ideally, if you've got the time, it would be great if you went and typed all this out again. All right, but I guess once we've set it up once, the whole point of a template is that we can reuse it over and over again. All right, so obviously if you want to practice and, we talk about spending time interacting with your code, you're more than welcome to, file, new text file, recreate it. All right, but the quickest way is just to file, save as, and create copies of what we've already created. That way you're less likely to make errors. All right, but once you've got to this stage, you've got a website template, which you can then go in and obviously change the content of each section to put together the website for whatever website you're putting together.